Hi there, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I thought I would share today the process I go through when I'm making a pocket letter. So I've shared a couple of pocket letters that I've made, and this is I thought just in case anybody hasn't made one before and you're not sure how to get started, I would do a kind of step by step for you. So first of all, this is what I use. I bought this pack ages ago. I think I got it eBay or Amazon or somewhere. So it's 9 pocket pages. And I've still got loads of them left. I think they're for if people collect like football cards or whatever. So I don't know how many was in this pack. 100, and I've still got loads of them, and it wasn't too expensive. So if you think you're going to be doing lots of pocket letters, it's probably worth just ordering a pack of them. So this is a swap that I'm going to be making with a kind of autumn theme. So I've done a bit of planning so that you don't have to watch me umming and ahhing and thinking too much and hear the wheels whirring round in my brain. So first thing I'm going to do is get some kind of base cards in. Now you can just cut them with, you know, ruler and scissors, or with your guillotine or whatever. So it's kind of 6.5 centimeters by 9 centimeters. What I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to use some die. So these are, I've just got 3 sets that are about the right size, and these are from Tonic Studios, and they're for making artist trading cards. So I'm going to use this set, or I have done a lot of cutting with this already. So there's kind of 3 layers to it. There's the outer layer, there's this matte with that edge, and there's another inside layer you can use if you want. So I have used those, and I've cut some base cards out. So let me get those out of the way. So I've got some craft card ones and some patterned ones. Oops, not there. And what I'm going to do in the middle pocket is make a shaker. So that I'm going to leave that one blank just at the moment. So that's what I tend to do, is just kind of map it out a little bit. And then think about my next layers. So I have also cut some different patterned papers. So for autumn, I've kind of gone with a bit of a cozy tartan woodland sort of theme. So I've got some nice kind of bluey tartan, and I've got, oops, 2 sort of green and gold. This one came with a magazine probably last autumn, so it looks a bit like book pages, and it's got different coloured leaves on it. And then I've got just a sort of light wood effect. So I'm going to start putting it together and let you see. Okay, so for the top middle, I have already die cut a little cocoa cup, and it's complete with the whipped cream and some little marshmallows which I have inked up, and then I've added a little Halloween sticker on. I have done a little bit of stamping. So this is a stamp set that I love. It's from Tracy Hay and it's called Keep Going. So I have already stamped out this lovely little owl. I used archival ink and then I took my water brush and some Distress Oxide inks on a glass mat, and I just coloured it in and then fussy cut. And again, I think I will use some little sticky pads to raise her up a little. I do love these Tracy Hay stamps, and they're a great size for pocket letters. She has lots of very cute creatures. There we go. And I've got a little stamp that I'm going to use for that. So just some black ink. And it says "You're a hoot." So I'm just going to start adding these into the pockets. So that's one. Whoops. And two. Now, this one here, I'm going to pop some of this tartan paper on. And again, from a magazine, I found a few sort of cosy phrases. So I have cut a couple out to see what I might like to use. Hold on to what keeps you warm. Warm and cozy, let's stay home. Eat, drink and be cozy. I think I'm going to use that one. So hold on to what keeps you warm, and I think again I'm going to matte and layer it on some of the copper just to make it stand out a little bit more. And then I think I'm going to do a greeny tartan for the bottom corner. So take some of this. And I'm back on this kind of patterned page. That's going to go in there. And what I've got for this one is a pine cone and some pine branches, and I've already cut these out. So the pine cone, I cut it out in the dark brown and then popped it onto some craft card and then just fussy cut around it. So now I'm on to another brown craft card. Oh yes, so this not cutting die, embossing folder was a free gift, I think maybe last year with a magazine, and I really liked the leaves falling. Thought it was kind of ideal for this theme. So I cut a mat with the copper card and I ran it through the embossing, and I think it's quite nice. It sort of rubs a little bit, you see some of the silver, but that's okay. I don't mind that. So I will pop that on. So you'll see it's all of the pockets is kind of individual, but the colours, etc., all tie in together. And what I might do is do a little stamping for this. So I've got a sentiment, and I've got some card. I'm just going to move this over. So I'm got this wood effect, and I am going to use some embossing powder. Now this corner I'm going to match in again, so using this same pattern that I've got up here. And it's back onto the sort of grey coloured pattern. There we are. And I want to have another sort of animal theme, so it says Hello Foxy. So pop that one in there. Now across here is going to be another one of the blue tartan, and this craft card base, and so there we go. And now for this one I have cut a couple of leaves. So this one is in the copper mirror card, and that's got all the details. And then I've also cut it from a book page, just the outside edge. And like that. So now the top one is going to be this green tartan, and I want it to be another sort of wordy one. So I've got this stamp set which came with the, I think it was with Simply Cards and Papercraft. It's where I got this Autumn Shows Us How Beautiful It Is to Let Things Go. So I'm going to pop that one back and pick another one. So maybe this, my favourite colour is autumn. Hopefully that there's a nice little recess there. So I don't have that many kind of autumny colours, so I'm just going to put some, oops, there is some light gold, Nouveau drop, Nouveau sequence, and I've got this one which is called Rose Gold, but I think it's more like a sort of antique gold. And then maybe just for something a little bit different, I'm going to put a few of these ice white because they are bigger. Oh. See, I'm very good at spilling these things. So I think that is probably enough. And again, I'll put the lid on before I send them flying. So that is that, and then I just put the lid on. I think the tape works a little bit better with the acetate than wet glue, in my experience, but feel, you know, use whatever you think works for you. So there we go. So that is the shaker, and then it just fits right in there. So there you go, that is my pocket letter. Now, a few ideas for things that I usually stick in. I have got some little leaf stickers here, so these are kind of like felt, and I found one skeleton leaf, so I'm going to pop that in. I also looked out some ribbon, so I've got a couple of little bows in my stash, and I know that the person who is going to receive this pocket letter likes lilac, so I found this kind of lilac ribbon. so I will pop that in there. I've also got some of these Halloween stickers, so I'm going to pop them in. And I made up a little pocket with some Halloween sequins. Pop that in there. And then I created my own little sort of ephemera pack just from some printables. So I've got these tickets. I think I showed them in one of my embellishment videos. I used the mini versions. So I know that one of the ladies who's getting this pocket letter likes cats, so I've got some kitty ones in there, and then there's just also some little mini Halloween style images and a very cute little pumpkin. So I'm going to pop those in there too. And then I quite often pop some bling in a pocket. I usually put a little letter in one of the pockets, and I will also put some die cuts, which I haven't finished cutting yet, but I'll pop them in there too. So that is the process that I use for a pocket letter. I'm also going to send out some embellishments that I've been making. So I will send out a little selection of embellishments too, and I've got a little package with some crafty bits for my swap partner as well. So that's what I do for a pocket letter. I hope that was interesting. If you have top tips that you have for pocket letters, I'd really love to hear them. And if you're interested in doing a swap with me, please leave me a comment below, and we can maybe get a plan for something. I've got a couple that I'm working on at the minute, and somebody else I think has emailed me, so I've got a few on my list, but I'm sure I could squeeze in another one if somebody would like to do a swap. Thank you very much for watching.